What is that?
The internet holds some serious secrets.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
And these recently leaked videos are among the creepiest, most unsettling, and downright bizarre.
He's still up here. Or something's up here.
So sit tight for the insane clips that are freaking everyone out.
Okay.
In 2013, a scary video surfaced online, leaving viewers puzzled ever since. It showed a man wandering through the woods, filming a tutorial on weatherizing a hole. But what made it unsettling were his hands and feet, oddly creepy and distorted. As the video went viral, netizens claimed that he could be a real-life zombie. However, the mystery was eventually solved when the clip was traced back to a YouTube channel called Alan Tutorials. People now believe the creator, living alone in the woods, had a disturbing appearance after years of isolation. I feel fantastic. Back in the early 2010s, a video of a life-size doll singing went viral, quickly making rounds across the internet. It seemed harmless at first, just a robotic doll singing some strange low melodies. But as more people watched, an unsettling vibe grew. Some viewers found it disturbingly eerie. Rumors surfaced that the doll's owner wasn't just an ordinary man. There were whispers that he had preyed on women, dressing the doll in their clothes and making it sing those creepy tunes. The doll's odd human-like appearance only added to the chilling mystery, and the man's fate was never fully revealed, making the clip even harder to forget. Red Room Mystery. Check out this footage showing a woman sitting in a dim room, casually eating something. After a while, she began signaling toward the camera, desperately trying to communicate that she was running out of food and water. Her confusion was palpable as she made various signs for help. Suddenly, a loud banging echoed from the door, followed by silence. The clip abruptly ended, leaving everyone more unsettled. Netizens are sure that it was filmed in a notorious red room, but the true story remains a mystery so far. Unseen presence. This creepy video was taken during a carnival game where 3 girls were hanging out, and one of them was recording. While they were having fun, a 4th woman appeared beside them, and she wasn't any human, guys. She looked like a witch, sitting silently without moving. Just as suddenly as she appeared, she vanished, leaving only the eerie footage behind. The strange encounter was caught on camera, leaving viewers haunted by what they just witnessed. Black-eyed mystery. In this eerie video, you could see a child turning its head, but then something unbelievable happened. The reflection in the mirror didn't match the child's movement, and worst of all, his eyes turned completely black before it happened. Viewers online are freaked out, claiming this could be one of the most authentic black-eyed children sightings caught on camera. Honestly, it's unsettling to watch, and just like me, many are left questioning what exactly was captured in that moment. Bad doll. While recording a video, a girl was holding a doll, seemingly in a calm moment. But things took a terrifying turn when the doll's head suddenly moved toward her. The eerie movement left her stunned, and in sheer panic, she threw the doll on the floor. She almost fell backward because of how terrified she was. And now, this is enough to make me second-guess the safety of my own toys. Spooky Slender. A home security camera caught something terrifying. A tall, shadowy figure creeping into a bedroom. Its long, twisted arms helped it move like some eerie nightmare. Its pale, distorted face made it even worse. While the person was sleeping, it hovered over the bed, as if trying to take the person. Then, something long and thin stretched from its body, sinking into the sleeping person. It slowly drained them, like a tube pulling out their life force. Once it was done, the creature simply vanished, leaving behind an unsettling silence in the room. Creepy boy. A woman captured something truly unsettling outside her room. Something that looked like a young boy. But something was definitely off. Its movements were stiff and unnatural, almost like a machine trying to mimic a human. Its face had an eerie blankness, and its arms seemed too long, with fingers that was enough to haunt my dreams. The pale, almost ghostly figure stood there, its thin legs barely holding its frame. It looked human, but not quite. Something about it just didn't feel right.
What?
Swinging creep.
She was house sitting for a family who had been away for the weekend, and she kept saying that she got this really creepy feeling when she was upstairs in the house.
A TikTok Holly Armstrong was house sitting for a family over the weekend when she started feeling a strange unease upstairs. On day 2, the feeling got too intense, so she decided to investigate. She opened a closet door, and there it was, a doll, swinging its legs like it was alive.
She opened one of the closet doors and saw this.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
She freaked out, screamed, and ran out of the house. Holly called the owners, terrified, asking what was going on. Some people think the doll was possessed. Others think it's just bad luck. Either way, it was freaky enough to make her run. Bennett's break. For years, YouTuber Benjamin Bennett has fascinated and creeped out viewers by doing something simple yet bizarre, smiling at the camera for hours without stopping. Is it art or a stunt? No one could say. And that's what made it so unsettling. It felt like a strange staring contest, with a smile that was both innocent and eerie. Then, one day, the unexpected happened. Benjamin stopped smiling and frowned. A person opened his door, likely an intruder, causing him to break his usual act. Some believe he's being held captive, but the truth remains a mystery. Satanic ritual exposed. What started as a simple video of men in suits outside a building quickly turned into something far more disturbing. During an Australian nightly news broadcast, viewers were shocked when, without warning, the screen switched to figures dressed in black, standing eerily next to a glowing upside-down cross. The silence was broken when one of them shouted, "Hail Satan!" before the screen suddenly cut to black.
Hail Satan.
Seriously, doesn't this look like it was planned? Some people even wondered if it was a deliberate stunt, especially since it could be linked to the Noosa Temple of Satan, a controversial group in Australia. Possessed puppet. A night vision camera captured something terrifying. A creepy WW2 puppet locked inside an old box. As you could see, it seemed harmless at first, but then, out of nowhere, the box opened by itself. The puppet started moving, and if you looked closely, you could see the strings under its neck twitching. Its lips seemed to move like it was trying to say something, making it feel like it wasn't just a toy anymore. Something was definitely wrong, and it left everyone who saw it feeling uneasy and creeped out. Woman in unease. A woman, feeling uneasy in her room, decided to record herself while sleeping. When she watched the footage, her jaw dropped. Her face was twisted, unrecognizable, and her body moved in ways that weren't normal, almost like something else was controlling her. It was like she was being possessed. She realized she had become exactly what she was afraid of. Watching it unfold on video left her speechless, and you won't believe what happens next. Terrifying knock.
Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today.
After hearing strange noises from his basement, the homeowner set up a camera to capture what was going on. What he caught was terrifying. The basement door kept opening by itself, even after being shut. His dog wouldn't stop growling, clearly sensing something.
It's okay. Lie down. Stay.
But there was something even worse. If you look closely, a shadowy figure can be seen behind the door. That's not all, but the door even opened on its own, without the doorknob even turning. Jim Carrey.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is.
Jim Carrey made headlines when he appeared on Jimmy Kimmel's show. During the interview, he flashed a hand sign that many associate with the Illuminati, a secretive and mysterious group tied to the elite. Kimmel, caught off guard, tried to change the subject, asking if it was a gang sign, but Carrey doubled down, suggesting that even Kimmel, along with everyone else, is unknowingly a part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, people are hip to this kind of stuff. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and we're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Was Carrey revealing a huge secret, or was Kimmel just trying to brush it off? You decide. Haunted doll. A man, eager to test his new night vision camera, set it up in his living room, unaware that he was about to capture something terrifying. His daughter's innocent toy doll sat quietly in the corner, but when he reviewed the footage later, it was anything but ordinary. The doll's eyes started moving, tracking him as he walked away. Even worse, her mouth twisted into an eerie, sinister smile, as if laughing at him. So, what he captured was nothing short of chilling and undeniably real. Possessed Annabelle. On December 14th, 2014, something chilling was caught on camera. The owners of an old 100-year-old doll left it alone for 24 hours while they were away, setting up a camera to capture any unusual activity. When they returned and played the footage back at high speed, the doll's movements were impossible to ignore. The once still figure had shifted positions, slowly turning its head, then leaning forward as if trying to escape the camera's gaze. Watching it made the owners freak out and realize it wasn't just a doll, it was possessed. Piano Phantom. 15 years ago, a strange video surfaced that still haunts anyone who watches it. Sitting in the dimly lit room, a mysterious figure could be seen sitting at a piano, its masked face twisted in agony. As it plays, the music is both haunting and oddly comforting at the same time. But what makes this so creepy is the way the figure stares directly into the camera, as if staring right into our souls. People even joked that it was a masked person playing a sweet tune from hell. And after watching this, I could say they might be right. Max Headroom Incident. November 1987 brought an unsettling shock to Chicago's airwaves in the night. Suddenly, during a regular broadcast, everything flickered to static, and then this strange figure in a Max Headroom mask appeared. There was no message, no manifesto, just bizarre, jarring sounds and unsettling movements. For 90 seconds, viewers watched in complete confusion, left wondering who the heck this person was and what they wanted. To this day, no one knows what really happened that night. A prank or something far more dark. Obey the Walrus. The video titled "Obey the Walrus" surfaced on the dark web in 2015 and quickly became the subject of widespread unease. It featured a person heavily adorned in jewelry and makeup, dancing in a strange, almost trance-like manner. Viewers were unnerved by the bizarre visuals, and rumors began circulating online, claiming that watching it led to misfortune. Many speculated that it was created by a secretive Latin American cult, selling it through the dark web. However, no one knows for sure, and the video's origin remains shrouded in mystery. Mexican Haunt. A security camera in the home caught something unsettling one night. A girl was sitting alone, sketching peacefully in her lounge. But out of nowhere, the papers on her table began moving on their own. She froze, realizing something wasn't right. Terrified, she ran out of the room, only to return later to find the strange activity still happening. This time, the table began shaking violently, and everything went silent after that. No breeze, nothing to explain it. The video ended, leaving a mystery that would haunt anyone who watched it. Queen's Last Secret. When Queen Elizabeth rested in peace in September 2022, something strange happened during her live memorial broadcast. A woman's voice was heard saying something that made people pause in shock. And the fact that she's trapped.
Death is irreversible, and the fact that she's...
And before she could finish, the anchor interrupted, cutting off the eerie moment.
Death is irreversible, and the fact that she's...
As you can see,
I believe the royals might have tried to extend her life, but failed. What do you think happened here? Scary dining. A woman sat at a table with a strange bowl in front of her. She leaned in and pressed her face right into it. But just when you think it couldn't get weirder, the video starts playing backward. She pulls her face away, sits back up, and her words start to flip backward too. Then, out of nowhere, the whole thing resets and starts all over again. It was like being stuck in a creepy loop that never ends, making you wonder what's going on and why. Sweet turn sinister. A chilling video shows a figure in a dimly lit room covered in white ice cream, and it's as eerie as it sounds. The figure stares directly into the camera with an unsettling intensity before scooping ice cream from its own head and eating it. The haunting music in the background amplifies the strange, uncomfortable vibe. It's like watching a frozen zombie in an oddly surreal act, turning something sweet into a disturbing spectacle. The more you watch, the more it twists your perception of reality, making you second-guess everything you've just seen. Nightmarish tape. This next piece of footage from the 80s is straight out of a nightmare. The tape shows a middle-aged man named Tony, who starts off filming a casual video, but quickly seems off. In the background, you can hear muffled noises that make the scene uncomfortable.
Someone that can...
Tony, clearly disturbed, yells at whoever is causing the noise. After a wardrobe change, he tries to continue filming, but it's clear he's not himself. As things get more tense, viewers began speculating that he may have been hiding someone, possibly one of his victims, and the muffled sounds were from someone locked away in his home. Evil possession. Check out this little girl chatting excitedly about her new toy when something surprising happened.
Sure his name isn't like Fred or Henry?
The doll's arm began to lift by itself, and then it pushed over a candle that was in front of her. Seems like the doll is using some dark power to move things around. Now, what do you guys think? Did it hear the girl and get jealous? Either way, it's time to toss that doll before it takes things to a whole new level. Bedroom horror. A woman walked into her bedroom one night and was completely shocked by what she saw. Sitting on her bed was a creature with a human-like face, an animal's body, and a long tail. It was crouched on all fours. Terrified, she quickly filmed the strange creature and shared the video online. People started to come up with theories. Many of them thought it was a lab-created human-animal hybrid, while others believed it was just a person with a bizarre psychological condition. Either way, it was one unsettling sight. Haunted Hostel. Check out this spooky video from the dark web that tells the story of a girl sent to a hostel that felt more like a haunted maze. One night, as she walked through the eerie halls, she heard strange noises. When she turned, she saw a dark, shadowy figure rushing toward her. Panic set in, and she ran back to her apartment. But the spirit wasn't just chasing guys. See how it moved in a horrifying, unnatural way, almost like it was running backward. She barely made it inside, locking the door as the darkness loomed outside. Michael Jackson is back.
Oh my god!
Oh my, the best episode of television.
As you guys know, a bizarre theory exists that Michael Jackson faked his own exit to escape the overwhelming control of the people behind the music industry, and disguised himself as some character named Teddy Perkins.
Oh my god! It's Teddy Perkins!
And this video made people actually believe this theory. Although this character appeared in a show, the director never revealed who played him, sparking rumors it was Michael Jackson in disguise. From an Emmy after party, where he's heard saying, "I did not leave." Was this his secret message to the world? Crypted captured. A farmer caught something chilling on camera, something no one could explain. From the woods, a creature emerged, walking on all fours. It looked like it came straight out of Stranger Things. Some online theorists even called it a ghoul. What made it even stranger was how the farmer got so close, but the creature didn't seem bothered at all. It just went about its business, leaving everyone stunned and questioning what they'd just witnessed. Something out there might not be as friendly as we think. Peeking demon. Here's why you should stay away from unexplored or abandoned places. A hiker was making his way through the woods when he suddenly froze at a spooky noise. As it got closer, he saw a black shadow peeking from behind a tree. He was paralyzed with fear, convinced it was a demon. Luckily, the figure just stared back at him, almost like it was an introvert. The hiker, feeling brave, took a step closer, but before he could do anything, the shadow disappeared without a trace. Ghost car. A group of friends were cruising down the road when one of them noticed something unsettling. A nearby car was driving all on its own. There was a man sitting calmly beside the driver's seat, acting like nothing was unusual. But the car was moving without anyone behind the wheel. It was like the car had a mind of its own. The friends couldn't look away, frozen in disbelief as they watched the ghostly sight unfold. What could possibly make a car move like that? Farmhouse creature.
He's still up here. Or something's up here. He's moving.
At a remote farmhouse, a man captured something chilling on video. While exploring a secluded area near the back of his property, he spotted a tall, dark figure standing by the road. The figure was cloaked in shadow, with a glowing red head that seemed to pulse with an unnatural light. Fear took over, but his instincts kicked in, and he ran as fast as he could, barely looking back. Afterward, he wasted no time. He sold the farmhouse immediately. Whatever he had seen out there, he wasn't sticking around to find out more. CCTV capture. In Romania, a CCTV camera caught something strange walking beside a parked car in front of a house. The footage showed a creature crawling near the car, moving unnaturally. The homeowner, curious, zoomed in to get a closer look, and what he saw left him shocked. The creature appeared to be a creepy humanoid figure, with long, distorted limbs. It was like nothing the owner had ever seen before, and it's safe to say he was left shaken by what was captured on camera that night. Behind bars. Late one night, a man heard some weird noises coming from behind a locked door in an old, abandoned basement. He couldn't resist checking it out, but when he got close, he had no clue what was waiting for him. Standing behind the bars was a pale, creepy figure, moving slowly towards him. Its empty eyes stared right at him. As it got closer, it reached out with a bony arm, like it was trying to grab him. Thankfully, his instincts kicked in, and he backed off just in time. Lucky for him, that thing was behind bars. Who knows what would have happened if it wasn't. Being chased. This one's a chilling story from the woods. A woman was walking her dog when she started feeling like someone was following them. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, but then she started recording, and that's when things took a terrifying turn. When she turned around, a tall, dark figure was chasing them, moving fast. Panic set in as she ran to protect herself and her dog, feeling like something wasn't right. She wasn't about to stick around and find out what it was, but now she believes it must have been Bigfoot. Mini cryptids. A guy was driving down an empty street when he decided to pull over. It was quiet until, out of nowhere, he saw tiny figures moving up ahead. He quickly started recording the bizarre sight. These figures were way too small to be normal people, but they were walking on two legs. As the figures moved, their actions seemed almost intentional, like they were aware of someone watching. Some people online suggested they were just kids, but it's hard to imagine children out there at midnight. They were up to something much more unnerving in the dark. Surprise guest. It was just a typical quiet night for one guy sitting back on the couch, enjoying his show. Out of nowhere, his doorbell camera buzzed with a notification. It was past midnight, but curiosity got the best of him, and he checked the feed. What he saw next was downright scary. A strange figure was standing at his door, its unsettling eyes locked on the camera. Then, as quickly as it appeared, the creature turned and vanished into the night. Whether it was real or just a trick of the mind, one thing was certain: he wasn't sleeping without the lights on. Doll on live.
And I looked down and there was a lot of scratches all over my knee. There must have been a dozen or 15 or so, but they looked like cat scratches.
During a live broadcast of This Morning, a couple shared their eerie experience with a doll they believed to be possessed. They explained how it once seemed to turn against the husband. As they sat there, the doll, placed innocently in a chair, started to move by itself, rocking back and forth without any explanation. It left everyone in the studio stunned. The wife, visibly terrified, couldn't even bring herself to look at it. Watching this unfold live on TV was a whole different level of scary than just hearing about it. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's reputation has been under scrutiny lately, especially with videos like this that seem to mysteriously vanish. A particular moment with Kelly Clarkson left many people uneasy. During their conversation, Kelly casually mentioned being offered money for things she wasn't comfortable with, and that's when Kevin Hart immediately shushed her.
Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It seemed like she might have unintentionally revealed something she wasn't supposed to. Kevin's reaction was unsettling, looking genuinely scared. That's not all guys, but this segment was removed from the video, leading people to wonder if there's more to Kevin Hart than meets the eye. Creepy hands.
Leave. Stop. You gotta go.
One night, everything took a terrifying turn for a guy. While he was outside, he saw something strange, hands moving like someone was trying to reach out for help. He froze, terrified, and quickly turned on the outdoor light. But when the area lit up, no one was there. Still shaken, he tried to shake it off and went back to what he was doing. Just when he thought it was over, a loud knock came from the door. This time, it was much harder, almost desperate.
Leave.
He turned the light back on, but the outside was empty again. What had been hiding out there? That question haunted him ever since.
Shh, 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 shh. Calm down. What are you? Stop. Holy.
Mystery face. The dark web is full of creepy stuff, but this video really freaked people out. It showed a twisted, distorted face right next to a man's door. But the face wasn't the worst part, guys. It had these long, twisted fingers stretching over the door, like it was trying to get inside. The face didn't look human at all, giving anyone who saw it the chills. I am sure it must be a demon haunting the guy's place. Well, no one knows for sure what it was, making it one creepy mystery that's still unsolved. Terrifying trail. A trail cam in the woods caught something absolutely chilling. A witch, but not just any witch. This one had 4 arms. As the footage played, it was clear she wasn't just sitting there. She was performing some kind of strange ritual. The extra hands made everything look even more unsettling, like she was calling on powers no one should mess with. It's hard to explain, but this wasn't just a creepy moment. It was something darker, something that made the hairs on your neck stand up. Could it be witchcraft, or is there something worse at play here? demonic face. A man was left horrified when his room's CCTV captured something chilling. A strange, pale face appeared, but what really freaked him out were the long, unnatural fingers that reached across the door. The face didn't look human at all. It was pure terror. As the video went viral, people online started to believe that a ghost was living in his house, causing all the disturbances. No one knows for sure what it was, but one thing's certain: whatever it was, it left a lasting impression. The mystery is still unsolved. Shapeshifter caught. It was a regular day when someone sat in their yard, minding their business. Out of nowhere, a strange homeless man appeared in the scene. At first, nothing seemed off, but then things took a turn that no one could explain. The man suddenly started running, and that's when it happened. His body began to change right before their eyes. Limbs sprouted out, and he transformed into a creature that looked more like a twisted canine beast than a human. It was clear this wasn't just any person. What they had captured on camera was a skinwalker or a shapeshifter. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. The Russian sleep experiment is one of those strange stories that make you wonder about the limits of what we're willing to test. 3 soldiers volunteered for a highly unusual study, where they were kept in a sealed room. Initially, it seemed like they could handle it, but as time went on, things started to change. They began talking to themselves and expressing a strong need for rest. By the 23rd day, when a scientist opened the door to check on them, the soldiers looked different, almost unrecognizable. Something clearly went wrong, but what exactly happened inside that room remains a mystery. We may never know what truly occurred, but it's a story that leaves you thinking. See you next time!